From infested lakes to deadly currents, these are 10 places you should never swim. Number 10. Blue Hole, Belize. The Great Blue Hole is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Belize. This massive sinkhole is nearly 120 meters wide and 120 meters deep. Deadliest Pool is a natural rock pool that forms at the edge of Victoria Falls on the Zambezi River between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Located at the end of a secluded valley, this beach can only be accessed by hiking through a lush rainforest along a steep and treacherous path. However, many tourists and locals alike are unaware of the lurking danger beneath the surface. Puerto Rico is home to a species of shark known as the Caribbean reef shark, which is responsible for a significant number of attacks in the region. It connects the Indian Ocean to the South China Sea and is one of the busiest waterways in the world for international trade, and is one of the most fascinating natural wonders in the world. The lake is notable for its distinctive bubblegum pink color, which has made it a popular tourist attraction in the region. The region is roughly defined by a triangle with the vortices at Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, although some define it as including Havana, Cuba, and do share your thoughts in the comment section below. The Bermuda Triangle has been the subject of many conspiracy theories, including those involving paranormal activity, magnetic anomalies, and extraterrestrial activity. However, there is no scientific evidence to support these claims. Most of the disappearances that have occurred in the Bermuda Triangle can be attributed to natural causes such as bad weather, rogue waves, and human error. Despite the lack of evidence for more sensational explanations, the mystery surrounding the Bermuda Triangle continues to capture the public imagination. Many people still believe that there is something sinister at work in the area, and that the true cause of the disappearances will never be known. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, it's clear that the Bermuda Triangle is a place of danger and intrigue. The stories of lost ships and planes serve as a reminder of the unpredictability of the natural world and the limits of our understanding. The vibrant hue is caused by a high concentration of salt and algae in the lake water, which creates an environment that's particularly hospitable to pink microalgae. These algae contain pigments that reflect red light and give the lake its unique color. While the exact mechanism behind the formation of Lake Hillier is still not fully understood, scientists believe that a combination of factors including the high salt content, low nutrient levels, and the presence of halophilic bacteria contribute to its distinctive characteristics. Despite its remote location, Lake Hillier has become one of Australia's most iconic natural landmarks and a must-visit destination for tourists seeking to experience the country's stunning natural beauty. The lake is a boiling mud pool that reaches temperatures of up to 197 degrees Fahrenheit or 92 degrees Celsius, situated at the summit of an inactive volcano, and is surrounded by steam vents and fumaroles that emit sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide gases. Visitors to Dominica often consider a trip to Boiling Lake as one of the must-do activities on the island. The lake is situated within the Morne Trois Pitons National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and is accessible only by a challenging hike through the rainforest. Despite the difficulty of accessing the lake, thousands of tourists visit every year to witness its unique natural beauty. However, it's important to note that swimming in the lake is extremely dangerous and even fatal. The boiling hot water and toxic gases make it impossible for any living thing to survive for more than a few seconds in this environment. However, this busy strait is also notorious for being one of the most dangerous stretches of water in the world for sailors and swimmers. One of the main reasons for this is the strong currents that can be found in the strait. These currents can be unpredictable and can easily cause ships to lose control or capsize, leading to accidents and fatalities. Additionally, the water in the strait can be very shallow in some areas, which poses a risk to large vessels that can easily run aground. Another danger of the strait is the risk of piracy. In recent years, the waters around the strait have become a haven for pirates who target ships carrying valuable cargo. These pirates can be armed and dangerous and have been known to use small boats to intercept larger vessels and steal their cargo. The struggle between pirates and authorities has led to numerous violent confrontations and fatalities in the area. Despite the dangers, ships continue to pass through the Strait of Malacca every day, transporting vital goods and resources around the world. Mariners brave the rough waters and unpredictable conditions, knowing that the risks are high, but the stakes are even higher. These sharks are known to inhabit shallow coastal waters, where people swim, and they often target swimmers who are close to shore. In fact, there have been numerous instances of Caribbean reef shark attacks on swimmers in Puerto Rico, resulting in serious injuries and even fatalities. The good news is that most of these attacks can be avoided by following a few simple safety tips. For example, avoiding swimming at night or in murky water can greatly reduce the risk of a shark attack. Additionally, staying close to other people and refraining from splashing or making loud noises while in the water can help prevent sharks from approaching. Despite these precautions, it's important to remember that sharks are wild animals and their behavior is unpredictable. Therefore, it's crucial to be aware of your surroundings at all times while swimming in the ocean and to heed the advice of local authorities regarding water safety. Once you arrive, you'll find yourself rewarded with a secluded paradise that's well worth the effort. It's one of the most famous natural wonders in the world and attracts millions of visitors each year. Two of the waterfalls, the American Falls and the Bridal Veil Falls, are in the United States, while the largest of the three, the Horseshoe Falls, is in Canada. But despite its natural beauty and fame, swimming in Niagara Falls is illegal and dangerous. The water temperature is around 1 degree Celsius, which could easily lead to hypothermia. The current is also incredibly strong, which makes it difficult to swim against it, let alone keep your head above water. On top of that, the water is polluted by industrial waste, making it unsafe for human contact. Despite these dangers, there have been a few daredevils who have attempted to swim across Niagara Falls. In 1616, a man named Jean Lartigue attempted to swim across the falls as part of a publicity stunt, but he was unsuccessful and was fined for disorderly conduct. In 1955, a magician named Bob Bowman attempted to swim through the falls in a barrel, but he was injured when the barrel hit the rocks at the bottom of the falls. Despite these failed attempts, the idea of swimming across Niagara Falls continues to capture the imagination of many. Perhaps someday someone will succeed in this seemingly impossible feat, but for now, it's best to admire this natural wonder from a safe distance. But don't be fooled by its beauty, because Hanakapiao Beach is considered one of the deadliest beaches in the world. The water here is known for its powerful waves and strong currents, making it extremely dangerous for swimmers. In fact, there have been several instances of tourists getting caught in these currents and being pulled out to sea. To make matters worse, the lifeguards aren't able to reach Hanakapiao Beach due to the rough terrain, which means that anyone who gets into trouble in the water is on their own. Despite the danger, many people still try to swim at Hanakapiao Beach each year. It's not uncommon to see bodyboarders and surfers riding the massive waves that crash onto the shore. However, it's important to remember that this beach is not for the faint of heart, and that even the most experienced swimmers should exercise extreme caution when entering the water. So if you do decide to visit Hanakapiao Beach, make sure to bring a friend and stay close to shore. Remember, the beauty of this beach comes with a price, and it's up to you to decide whether it's worth the risk. During the dry season, the water level drops and creates a natural infinity pool that hangs over the edge of the falls. While it may look like a relaxing spot to take a dip, it's actually extremely dangerous. The water temperature is around 22 degrees Celsius, while the air temperature is around 30 degrees Celsius. But there is a deadly drop of over 100 meters into the churning waters below. Those who swim in the pool risk being washed over the falls and plummeting to their death. But that hasn't stopped people from trying. In 2016, a teenager named Hillier J. Powell climbed over the falls and became known as the girl who swam with angels. She jumped into the water feet first, and then took a huge breath and held it as she slid under the water. She had to wear earplugs to protect her ears from the immense pressure of the water. After a few seconds, she resurfaced and was greeted by cheers from the crowd that had gathered to watch the stunt. However, it's important to note that swimming in Deadliest pool is officially banned, and those who attempt to do so risk not only their own lives, but also the lives of the rescuers, who may have to come to their aid. It's even visible from space. When divers explore this underwater wonder, they encounter an astonishing array of marine life, including eagle rays, hammerhead sharks, and sometimes even whale sharks. The blue hole was formed more than 10,000 years ago during the last ice age, when rising sea levels flooded the subterranean river system, creating a large cavern that eventually collapsed. Although it may look like a great place for a swim, divers have reported being injured by strong currents and bull sharks. And it's also reported that visibility can drop significantly, and that's because of the massive amounts of silt that can be kicked up by divers. Or even the ocean itself. Even the legendary explorer Jacques Cousteau described it as one of the most extraordinary sights in the world. He called it a giant underwater sinkhole full of surprises and drowned in its perfection. In 1971, he led an expedition to film the hole. His team went down with him in a bath escape submersible, but a hose detached and filled with seawater, forcing them to abandon their mission. Cousteau himself said, I don't care what anyone else says. I think it's the most beautiful place on Earth." 9. Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca is located high in the Andes Mountains at 3,800 meters above sea level, making it the highest major body of navigable water in the world. It straddles the border of Bolivia and Peru, and has been home to several ancient civilizations for thousands of years. Despite its natural beauty, Lake Titicaca is considered one of the most dangerous bodies of water in the world due to its unpredictable nature. There are frequent storms on the lake which can lead to sudden changes in wind direction and speed, causing capsized boats and even fatalities. The strong currents and chilly water temperatures also make swimming extremely hazardous. Additionally, Lake Titicaca is home to a species of parasitic worms known as trematodes, which can cause serious health problems in humans. These worms typically live in freshwater snails and can cause a disease called schistosomiasis, which can lead to organ damage and even death. Despite these dangers, locals still use the lake for transportation and fishing, and tourists visit every year to experience its unique culture and stunning scenery. So if you do go out onto the lake, make sure to be prepared for anything and protect yourself against the potentially harmful parasites. Number 8. Devil's Pool, Victoria Falls. Number 7. Hanakapiao Beach, Hawaii. Hanakapiao Beach in Hawaii is truly a sight to behold. Number 6. Puerto Rico. Swimming in the ocean is a popular activity in Puerto Rico, especially at the beautiful Flamenco Beach. 5. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is a group of 3 waterfalls at the southern end of Niagara Gorge, located on the border between the U.S. and Canada. Number 4. The Strait of Malacca. The Strait of Malacca is a narrow body of water located between the Malay Peninsula and the island of Sumatra in Indonesia. 3. Boiling Lake, Dominica. Boiling Lake is located in the middle of the Caribbean island of Dominica. 2. Salt Lake, Australia. Lake Hillier is a salt lake located in the southeast of Australia's Recherche archipelago. 1. The Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is an area in the North Atlantic Ocean where a number of aircraft and ships are said to have mysteriously disappeared. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing content.